Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Redback Panda here, and today we're back with another video for Warframe. So I'm gonna go ahead and get involved with this. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of what I was talking about in the last video, about how I was gonna go over the reworks from Limbo. So let's go ahead and get into this. So as you guys might notice, my Limbo looks different from the last time you guys saw him, like that, which was like yesterday. But basically what's going on is I'm gonna explain like the differences from the rework they did, and like basically just the way how I use him. Of course there's a few different ways you can use him. There's a few ways to build him and all that other stuff. Everybody has something different, you know. Mine, I'm gonna go ahead and explain to you guys right now. Mine is not for people who have like all these great mods and everything. Mine is for like the basic mods you can get from just about from a lot of normal missions and stuff, and like they're decent ones that do about the same thing as some of the people who can have like those really top mods. Only difference is they're just not the top versions, but they do the same stuff. So I'm going to get involved with that. So I'm going to just go over the mods. So first off, we use this mod, of course, Flow, because of the just to get more of the energy bar for itself. I've not fully maxed it out, of course, but you guys get the idea of what that's for. Now, something you guys definitely do want to have that, I mean, it's not a hard mod to get, I will say that. It's actually pretty easy. You can get it, I think you can get it random, because that's how I got it. But this one, equal really but you know, I'm not even gonna try to butcher that. You guys can see what the hell it says. So basically, yeah, when you max it out, it says health pickups give 32% energy, and energy pickups give 32% health. That is definitely helpful because us as Limbo, we do not use that much health or shield, so that's definitely helpful to get the health. The energy, of course, you don't necessarily have to use that one because, I mean, playing as Limbo, you can kind of put yourself into the rift lock and actually gain energy naturally. And as you do your abilities, the more enemies you kill that's in your ability, the more energy you get. That's what I noticed. Back before they reworked it, that did not happen all the time. I remember that. But for the most part, I mean, this stuff pretty much, it kind of explains itself. I mean, ability range, I think that one's pretty helpful. This one I use just cause. I mean, you don't have to. There's a couple ones in here that you don't have to use whatsoever. I just threw these in here just to test them out, and I ended up liking them, and I haven't switched them since. All this one does is a chance to do electrical damage when someone hits me, basically. I'd never actually thought about it. Oh, this one is to automatically guard. That's what it is. I might take that off because that's kind of getting on my nerves. It's almost got me killed a couple times. Can't even lie about that. Okay, this one's pretty straightforward, so I'm not even gonna worry about that. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm rocking with for the setup. As I said, it's an easy setup that, you know, it's for people who may not have the necessarily have like those really top mods, but have some basic ones like these that can give them exactly what the top mods give them. Just it's at a different rate, I guess I could say. Yeah, but that's kind of it. And I'm kind of maining Limbo, so that's kind of why I made him look like a Prime Warframe, because of course, everyone knows he does not have a Prime version, but that's okay. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm kind of going to go through what it's like to use him basically in a gaming situation. So hold on, let me switch a weapon really quick, because these guys, I don't use my Paris Prime on them that much. Let me see. Alright. Oh, sorry, before we continue, I also have a couple things I want to show you. I got 2 new Warframes. What the hell are they? I got Valbune, I think it's Valbune. I have him, and then I got Nyx. I'm not sure if I'm using Nyx. I'm going to use Nyx or not. I don't really know. I'll probably end up using Valcure before I use Nyx, but yeah, there's Valvune. So if I find a good setup that I want to try out and use for him, then I mean, of course, I'll do a video on that. But let's go ahead and get into this. Let's look over here. Exterminate. Okay, I'll do the exterminate. Alright guys, hold on. I shall be right back with you guys here in just a second. Alright guys, now we're back up in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and explain this little thing to you. So, we're gonna go ahead and start going into the Rift Walk, even though I'm gonna have to kill enemies, but basically you guys can already see right here, my Rift Walk, it already gives me energy, right, as I'm doing that. So, you know, that's something you definitely do not have to worry about, is your energy, and all that crap. I don't think this was the right thing for me to try out for you guys. Crap. Yeah, sorry, I'm kind of not used to certain things right now. I'm just trying out some stuff. Wow, you guys are actually taking some damage. I'm surprised. But I guess this is like a higher area. I normally don't have to do these ones too much. Well, basically, as long as I'm doing my Rift Walk, I can gain energy pretty quick, naturally. But now this one, the thing I have on here that you guys saw, this naturally proves and gives that if I kill somebody and it drops energy, it gives me health. Hold on. Let me, Ow, 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 ow. What are you doing? Okay, yeah, no, I'm not fucking with that. No. Okay, we're not gonna worry about that. So that's pretty much what that does. I'm going to do my catalysm and then pause everybody. So now I can just kind of set this up. Stasis is a great ability to use with your catalysm because you basically can paralyze them while they're in there and get all the damage you want in, basically. It's definitely worth the time doing this. I will say though that if you're not careful with this, you can kill yourself, and it's not going to be a good thing. So always keep that in mind, because you can easily mess that up. Like as you see, I just died here. That's not the best thing in the world, but it's okay. But yeah, that's basically how you can use catalysm and stasis. And then banish, I mean, basically it's kind of just like using the, you basically banish them to the rift so that only you can attack them while they're in here. Now your friends, of course, can, wow, excuse me, yeah, you can, here, I'll show you. There's a little portal there that your friends can enter through that can basically, they can enter the rift with you. I will make this a clear thing right now because I had to get used to this. If you do use Limbo, Limbo is definitely not always considered to be the best Warframe to play with other players because of what he does, and it makes it harder for other characters to attack. It's kind of true in that sense. I mean, there is ways for them to get around that, but it's not, I don't know. It's kind of a whole ordeal and it's a controversy that a lot of people like to talk about because a lot of people hate Limbo for this reason. Me as a person, I love Limbo because I fell in love with him when I first got him, which was before the rework. I loved him as a Warframe, but I didn't understand him, so that's probably why I started not to like him. But you know, I mean, that's kind of how that works. Let's see, now the cattle, oh, damn. I'm not even gonna worry about that. Oh my lord. Alright, yeah, we'll go ahead and get that out of the way. But as you guys can see from that, that's kind of why Limbo, you know, he's good for definitely solo play, I will say that. And he's also good for, what's it called? Shit. And he's also good for just, you know, just some basic missions if you're running it with other people. But as like a team-based Warframe, there is a way you can use him. I'm not necessarily sure how the best way to do it, but the way how I do it is I basically just repeat my catalysm, and basically just close it several times, and that's basically how I do it. I'm sure there's someone else that's probably found much better ways to do that. As I said, I've just gotten Limbo down to the point where after enough practice, I know it works for me and what has been good for me. This is just all personal preference and all things like that. The mods, of course, those were first order personal preference, but they're also there to kind of give people an idea of what they can use when they don't have all the top stuff. But I guess that's kind of it. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, there's not much more I can get into. If you guys have a question about a certain Warframe, I'm sure I can do some research on it and then use it for a while and cover on it and find out what I think and give you guys some feedback into what's going on with it. But I guess that's going to be Limbo for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, smash that like button and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on your notifications so you can get all my latest content. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.